This is Samson. So Robert, introduce me to this group here. Who am I? What do I do here?
This is Samson. He's the lead designer on this bridge replacement project. He's one of the most accomplished engineers in the entire office. So when there is a project that has a level of complexity, guess who they come to? Mr. To, the voice of Port Town. So put some respect to his name. He knows what he's doing.
Thank you. Okay, as you can see here, I'm a beginner impacting. Run the big mark. See how it's working like this here? And that's small work. That's what we do. We talk, but we do as well. We begin to see okay? Okay, the sweat is the body. It's my country. So we're doing it to be able to help. Whatever we can do to help. It's not about the money. It's about what we can do to improve the lives of our brothers and sisters. This is the city of beginner. And they put it in the sidewalk. Yes, I'm going to tell you. They put it in the sidewalk. And I'm going to be the one to put it in the sidewalk. If I all do it.
The flower in me. The flower in me. Yeah, baby. Fanu, yeah, the.
Dem a rock out na me job I we. Mo boy you we. Your way ne e ke ba wa pe do. Ano aji o. Si awo so ne o. To. Na ma wo bo so mo lo ni na.
No, we are more than I know.
Sa yo. So de ka. When I saw you, job I power. 90 we o. How we power. To le o. To wa.
Good evening, folks. Samson to Labra Pub Radio. We're here again tonight to have a wonderful, wonderful show. We say thank you very much. This is Samson To, the host of Conversation with Samson To. It's on here tonight. Join us, join us, join us. Share this video, share it to as many brothers and sisters tonight so that we can have fun, brothers and sisters. Join us, join us. Very important. If you share this, many people will join us tonight and have a conversation with you. We want to thank you for your participation tonight. We want to thank you for everything. Safety, safety, Lord Jesus, we want to thank you again for the possibility of being here. Because of you giving us the opportunity to be here, we want to thank you. We want to thank you again tonight for things yet to come, but we do know they are coming because we have faith in you. We want to thank you. As we come before you again tonight, my Lord, we ask that the Republic of Liberia be blessed, that the people of the Republic of Liberia be blessed, that the President of the Republic of Liberia be blessed, President Wakai. Extend his life. Whichever door he knocks, my Lord, bless his hand. We ask, my Lord, that you continue to bless the host country, the United States of America. In Jesus' name, amen. So let's go ahead. Well, we were reading some stuff today on Facebook and every other social media. I just came across as I was coming from work this afternoon. I was listening to NPR. In this Donald Trump government, Donald Trump time. But they were accusing a Liberian Ducle, I think, I don't know who he is, but they were accusing. Well, yes, they saying that he has a practice, several group home, and that they were frowning on the fact that he was in Liberia and managing some of them here. The video are there, and I'll just put the video out because it's from NPR. It's not from us. But I will show you the link here. Let me share the link with you
It's very interesting, very interesting. If you can listen to that video, um, if you can listen to that video, you will see. Uh, it was it was some Liberian official. Liberian, it says here, Liberian official run Minnesota group home linked to neglect, and I don't believe they accusing him of anything else. Uh, but excuse me, guys, excuse me 1 minute. The link is right there. If you click on it, it should be able to take you to the story on NPR. I'm not too sure how it's going to turn out, but I definitely don't want, in this Donald Trump age, I definitely don't want to be any kinds of cross arrow of these people. But that's something we thought we share with you as well, because I don't know much about the story to be able to narrate that. But what I do know about the Tabata is on tonight. Samson told Labra Pabrito. Please share the view a month the series, 4 year series. I don't know, you pa I leave from here. I go to Total. I start speaking my Total English. Then people say I'm not part of them. You part, you must leave. Who will go also, well, you know how to speak. You don't think you that one series you can speak. Mr. So, good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. See, you part that series you can speak. I don't know how you handle it because I Samson told from 4 year. When I get to 4 year, they will love me. You probably will block the road. You can't come here. You can't come in. We will not let you unless you can speak the dollar. Because we can tell you speak English. You speak English. They say, "Where a passport?" The first thing they will ask. The English come from your the nyege come from your mother. They say, "But where a passport, man? You're not from here." That's the first thing. All right, folks. Samson told La Bro Padrino. We're here again this evening, and we'll do our best to say, as usual, we will continue to do all we can. All right, so we will definitely, definitely going to be. I shared a link, so those of you that have the link, you want to join me, please do so. So, you know, we come here, we sit down here, we try to analyze from a political perspective, and what have you, I call myself guru. Vice President Kuhn, as you guys know, I've never hit this. I've never come across as somebody lying. From the series of video I heard and him making about people throwing children in the well, that bastard people are selling $5 for children, crown people are selling $5 and inviting children over there in Buchanan, so to speak. Just paraphrasing now. From that point on, I really, and he's very young. I really not really up to I do President Baka, but when it comes to him, I say yeah, I don't mind. He's a human being. He's a son of the soil. If he can lead, that's fine. But I'm not really warm up to him. Let's put it that way. But what I saw today and putting two and two together, I think President Baka made a decent choice. You know, Monu, thank you, Mose, thank you for joining us. Jeremiah Cole is a very smart guy, oh, and the thing about it, he's young. So if he's a smart politician like that, like what I see right here, he will run Liberia for a very long time. Forget what, yeah. Jeremiah couldn't get there at 40, 50 years. You going. The man is smart. So let me show you how smart he is. Okay. So recently, LPR was here talking about his story. And this story goes breaking the credit gridlock. And the central bank, I'm not going to go through reading everything again, but the central bank, this coming September, going to have a conference targeting non-performing loan, which they believe that is dragging the credit business in Liberia down. The bank, because the non-performing loan, the bank is not able to give money out to entrepreneurs, to give money out to small businesses, and give money out to market women and things like that. Because most people, when they get money, they don't want to pay back. So central bank, on the other hand, is saying we're going to do what we can to address this. So in that process, the central bank invited all stakeholders, including the executive. So now, what do we see today? My people, in politics, you don't just run your mouth. You got to think twice. What do we see today? Jeremiah Cohn visiting, and I'm trying to find a picture here, and I'll put it up. What a picture. What a picture here. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, man, don't rush me, on here tonight. Oh, yeah. Jeremiah Cohn ran, ran to the finance ministry. At the finance ministry, Jeremiah Cohn, there's a video out there, but you know, I try to stay away from video business because I can talk. I don't need a video to explain anything to me. I can talk myself. I got to be more. I can talk. So, Jeremiah, all right, one of my engineering son picture here. Wow, he's doing good for a picture to be up here. But anyway, let's move on. So, Jeremiah Cohn, let go. So he went to the finance minister today, right? Vice President went to the finance on Monday, pay a working visit to the finance ministry, to the Ministry of Finance and Development, where he held a closed door meeting with Minister Kaforn before engaging senior officials of the ministry, including deputies and stuff. And what he went to talk about was this. He's now stepping ahead of the conference. The conference that the central bank had put together for them to address the loan issue. Jeremiah Cohn is now saying they need to find a way to bring money for people to borrow. Let me see if I can read. During the engagement, Vice President Cohn commended the employees of blah, blah, blah. He also reaffirmed the government commitment to ensure that public servants who devote years of service to blah, 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 retirement, blah, blah. Okay. If we cannot do this, he said, but let me see the one I want to go. Okay, we manage blah, blah, blah. Okay, here's the one. Here's the one I'm talking about. He urged a relevant institution to provide possible means of people having credit. So the central bank is supposed to have a meeting next month. Jeremiah Cohn, as a smart politician now, from my perspective, y'all know him and say we don't get along. You don't even know me, but him and say we don't get along well ever since that what you might call that video I saw Really I try my best to stay away from him. Okay, because if you're gonna say those kind of things, then what is it? So, but but he went, and this Minister of Finance, I've been telling you yet that the Minister of Finance, he wow, like brother, that's small thing. Okay, the Minister of Finance, I've been saying that here, the man want to be president. That's what we know. That's what we've been hearing. Ever since I was in Liberia, all I was hearing. Kafon want to be president. All our friends that we talk to, Kafon want to be president. So Jamal couldn't go on there now to meet him. He killing two birds with one stone. First, to make sure to engage this guy and sense and try to sense what is he up to. Second, to talk about this upcoming, well, not next. I'm sure they're discussing in closed door, but to see what the government can do to stay ahead of it. Then the most important one is to see if he can squash this guy, this finance minister in Bishop. Come behind me, my man. I was there. I was in the room when they were discussing. What you mean? What you mean? You were there? Come behind me, my man. We got to take CDC serious. CDC, they said they want to come out, but come behind me. We want to split the vote. Let's work together. I will make sure we work together. We'll find something. Let's come in. Yeah, you want to be vice president? We can work on that. Come with me. I was in the room. What you mean by where were you? Yeah. Oh, how do you call it? The CBL gonna have a meeting, a conference next month. We're ready for it. Yeah, my man. They were all happy behind closed door. So now he has engaged this guy. I'm not too sure if we're still gonna be able to hear him to say he won't be president. So it's gonna be very interesting. Gonna be very interesting. Going to be very, very interesting to see if he gonna continue with it. But most interesting, the vice president. The president has taken this vice president like his own son. He promotes him like he was never promoted with the former president Malasali. He promotes this vice president. You remember, we had the vice president. You remember, let them come here tonight. Can open their mouth. I got all the video here. I got the woman interview. The monarch open their mouth. CDC people, you come here tonight. You just be little bit. Because you open your mouth, I playing the video. I playing all the video. I got them. So you remember CDC, vice president and your commander in chief. You know what she said? She said the people then when they're ready, they're gonna have meeting 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock at night. What woman will want to go out 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning for meeting for what? What am I doing out there? You want to have a meeting with her all day? You get meeting then in the night. You want to get meeting? That's not the kind of meeting I want to go to. So they pull her aside until when the election are coming around, then they start run back to her. By that time, it was late. President Baga already sealed the deal. It was late. So let's go on. These are some of the things we're talking about. This vice president, if he's this smart, what I suspect he is, if he's this smart, CDC just got another thing coming. Well, CDC said, let me talk small about CDC. I will not talk about them. They know that with CDC and myself, we're getting to be friends little by little now. So sedition, a sedition got me the other day. So I will not talk plenty here tonight. But let's talk about CDC a little bit. CDC, the point that sometimes those of us that used to play football are not as good as Aaron Brother then. I wish I had played against that picking. I will eat back. I was going. You think I come to play football with him? I was going to specifically eat Aaron Bob. Aaron Bob. I was going to eat a bar. What? That boon dawn. Oh, boon dawn. That I will eat a bar. What I will go on the beach or what I will meet at Anthony Tubman Stadium, wherever stadium we meet, I eating a bar. But by the time he started playing, by the time I was out of football business anyway. But let me go on. Let me go on. So here's the thing here. And this is what really, really surprised me. And I'll talk about CDC tonight. This is what really surprising about CDC and their prospect of coming back. You were there in opposition. And this is what I keep saying here on a very serious note. I, Samson Toe, will not take CDC for granted. The Prince Sherry Denkin and all the Tabata are not taking them for granted. What's in the Walter Carter that can come in and tell are not taking them for granted. I'm serious about it. Why would I want to look at President Weah, former President Weah, the man who is still more popular in Liberia than any other Liberian alive? Why would I want to take that kind of people, that kind of person for granted? If CDC failed to achieve what they're trying to do, it's not because the president is not popular. It's not going to be because people don't want to vote for President Weah. But I believe if CDC is unable to achieve this time, it's because those people that were behind President Weah, he didn't drop them. If you bring the same people, they're not going anywhere. They're not going. If President Weah just drop them and put new people in, the party in trouble. It's going to be over before it even start. The election is going to be over before it start. If CDC bring in new people, new faces, beside President Weah, the election is going to be over before it start. But if they bring the same people, you got a problem. Why am I saying this? President Weah is not a politician. He told us that himself. President Weah is not someone who is known to be a policy expert. He told us that himself. What I thought they would have done. You think if I was some kind of associate with President Weah, with that kind of popularity, who able to move us? Who in Liberia able to move us? Who able to defeat us in our country? If you just stand on President Weah popularity alone, nobody. President Selina there again. Got President Terry used to do the nyama thing here. Every election they always cheated. President Weah has always been cheated. I know that. I believe that. So nobody can change my mind on that. But President Johnson is not in it again. So who in Liberia right now? If it's just popularity context, who able to defeat President Weah? Who? Nobody. Nobody. However, President Weah and CDC now have records that any other candidate can compare now. So the best thing you can do is to throw few people on the bus. That's the only way. That's the only way. Throw few people on the bus. I have the name of the people that are supposed to be on the bus. I will not call their name right now. Oh, I know them. The first person to be on the bus. Walter Carter on the bus. Prince Sherry on the bus. Terry Khan Yan, Snow Lion over there in South Dakota or North Dakota, whatever Dakota you're in, on the bus. But you want to bring those same people back higher up that never really brought anything to you except misery. They were not able to advise you. They were not able to tell you, say, no, Baku, you strong. That Baku is strong, you will bring back, and Liberian people going to accept it. So here's the issue they're going to have. Before I move on to my next subject matter, I'm going to be all over the place here tonight. Here's the issue they're going to have, CDC going to have. There'll be Liberians say, I love Opon. I want Opon to be the president, but look at the people he bring here again. So sanction people. Look at the people they bring in again. I don't want your power. President, need to do better than that. We can't bring the same people to us again. Then it starts. But this time around, this going election, I believe President Baka won the election not because they were voting for President Baka. I believe President Baka won the election because they were voting against, not for, against President Weah. So those who were voting against President Weah, they were never committed to President Baka. And they are in majority. So they're still there. So whatever it was that brought them this side, without any true commitment, it's just a matter of time. President Weah come by with people, real people, not the flabber, not politicians or sanctioned politicians, come by with real people. These people that were never committed to President Baka, but voted against President Weah. It won't take long for them to go back. The people that Thomas Fowler, then you won't trust him. You know how long it will take for Thomas Fowler to go back to CDC? Your team, Unity Party, your team, Thomas Fowler, he part of you now. Hey, you got another thing coming. Rescue 3, thank you for joining us tonight. We appreciate it, sir. So, before I jump off of this thing here, CDC, for me, whenever I see CDC and myself in a race, I'm taking them serious. I'm not going to take them for granted. No, not this, man. I will go deep into my book, my binder photo error, sedition error, and I will bring them. I will play all the video that I have. I will not take CDC for granted. But President we are bringing in new people. I'll say mano between you and CDC and Unity Party, who party I'm not belonging, and not with any party, so I will not say anything. I'm not with any political party. And this time, President Baka is not in there. It's just Unity Party and CDC. Mano, you go ahead. I will watch from the sideline. But he come back with the same people, the sanction list, and people who told, Baku, you strong. Go sing, man. Don't listen to people. Don't go and do your reggae music. Look at the point. Then I will bring all of the video. Every video that I have. I got dozen upon dozen. Let me bring in Rescue 2 here tonight. I'll play all the video, dozens and dozens and dozens of video. So, before I leave you out to go CDC tonight, good luck. Let's continue to pray for one another. Let's hear from you. Rescue 2, thank you for joining me tonight this early. We appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. What's the name, sir?
Yeah, Liver, how you doing, man?
No, thank you.
Yeah, actually, I was listening to you talking about how CDC, if we are changed people, there's a possibility that he can be recognized again in the presidency. And anything can happen, but that's the thing about them.
Lead that one to never get up. They don't put that one on your plate. I don't want CDC coming here at the end. They all start. They want to have heart attack. I beg you.
Yeah. So that leave it because that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It will go into it, but actually, you know, there are a lot of things going on the internet. This guy, they are, how you call the thing?
Dukley?
Ducle, Ducle stuff is now going
Yeah,
viral.
I just sent the link.
Yeah, it's
It,
now
it,
going viral.
they didn't accuse him of anything yet, but
Yeah,
at this point, our Samson will not want to be at the crosshairs of the Republicans
exactly.
that are trying so hard to win vote. I mean, if you listen to that young lady coming up with that kind of video too, you can tell that she's on the side of the conservative. Uh,
Well, yeah, they're building a case against him that is not yet substantive with real evidence base. From what I'm seeing, you
Yeah, but
know,
you saw some of the
y-
things he was showing how he just recently removed his knee from after he was questioned. He
yeah,
removed it. So
that's
all of
criminal in nature if they decide to
yeah,
go in that
yeah,
route.
those
But
things, those
but
things.
the police investigation got to establish evidence in regards to criminality that
Yeah.
will hook him for
No,
many
I don't
years.
think they're there yet. I don't
So
think they have
yeah,
accused him of any
so
criminal behavior.
that is why it is. And the aspect of the child children, you go to court, you say you're making $17 when you're making more than that. You know, that what we're saying, Deborah,
And
that
we are
some of
saying,
these people,
we are saying you're making $1,000, less than $1,000. You
yeah,
can't
so
afford a
some
child.
of these people, that you know, that was proper vetting needed to. Some people supported you election,
That man line to that
you
one
know,
I went to. Go ahead, make your point. That's the
because
line.
those things
And he's not
smearing,
alone. He's
no,
not alone in his
you know,
government. There are so many young people that spend money during the campaign. And these people, you can tell they're giving these positions to pay back.
exactly.
It's not because they're qualified in those areas. How the hell the American come from running home what you might call, and then he said he's a port manager. What you know about ocean? Can he even swim? But those are the kinds of stuff. Those are you leave people who are on a very serious note. You leave people who are experienced in those areas, who
Right.
study in those areas. You leave them behind, and you put somebody because they give you money during campaign, which is that's politics anyway.
Yeah,
But,
benefits.
but yeah, but then if you do that, you will expect to do it. Maybe if you're coming in for 6 years, after 2 years, say, my man, this is not your area. Let's find somewhere else you can go, and put somebody who have the
Expertise.
expertise, the experience, the knowledge. Put that person in there.
And then you will get success.
Look at the embarrassment thing that coming on. Look at this rainy
That will
season.
not be a small environment. And you see, that is what they they're supposed to focus their attention on.
Mm.
Instead, they're going after
Yeah,
Amara Conan.
the man wanting me again to now. Boy, chair, you're ready tonight again, yo.
You see, they're going after Amara now. They lead the whole team that they're supposed to be focusing on. All of
Yeah,
them distracted now. And Amara love that kind of clout
of course.
because these few days now you're making him popular. The man who were way in the background, nobody knew what was going on. He's now on top now. I made song for him now.
And
You know,
and they
probably
think
I made,
and they think about the wrong him because nothing he said in there that is
but
not
even
correct.
today, the man said to me, all that thing Amara was saying, he wants them to indict themselves, to come
Yeah.
after him.
Yes.
He want them to come after him because he want to entrap them. And they're not getting it. They're not getting it.
But they want
Because
position.
most
They
of the
want
things
to
he
stay
said
in the
today
position.
is out of line. It's completely out of line, but he know what he's doing because he want them to come after him, to distract them so that they can indict themselves. Instead of them focusing on the real thing, looking at what is ahead of them, they're running behind Amara. Yeah, I'll be running behind them. Y'all go run behind him, you cussing,
And
doing
they
all
see
kind of things.
time
And
going
things that
away
will
from
benefit
you.
you.
Time going away from you.
Time going away from you.
Let him go
The
after.
real
They're
thing
not
is
gonna
going to
get
be
him.
addressing.
First of all, if you try to go after him, he's there. He's gonna spot my show again tonight.
I love this show tonight. I love this show. So what? Hey, they give some money for job in Liberia?
The what? The what?
Is that what he said?
What you say?
I heard you saying, you know, you guys looking very disoriented tonight. You give somebody a job for money in Liberia, and the person was supposed to say, I'm going to hold on for 2 years. This is the product you get when you profess to be so expert. Why this government is so much entangled with this sort of dishonest group of people?
Well, I mean, the thing is, we don't know for
You
sure,
should
but
be embarrassed.
from the video that I
You
watched,
should be embarrassed. Look, you don't can't sugarcoat design anything. Stanton, he knows the story. He's a personal experience. His charges, this guy charges, they are severe. Do not give false hope to people. When you NPRO,
he has not been charged yet.
I'm saying, yeah, it's true. But what I'm saying, NPRO is a public network, not for government, even though it's funded by public.
Yeah, but the lady who telling the story for me that is
For you guys to come here,
she's a conservative.
You see, this is a very dishonest and awkward.
She's not a liberal. She's a conservative. So, yeah. But Douglas will find good lawyer. Douglas flogged they said it before. The one she sued and he won the case before. So you know that they know him too.
You know, when the allegation does not directly implicate you,
Samson told, and you,
but a big is huge.
This behavior, you are older man. Okay.
What my age got to do anything?
Yeah, the age comes with wisdom.
I still got wisdom. I still got plenty.
No, it's not that, because why you doing?
How you know, man? Because I ate CDC gold 19.
Yeah, saying you ate our CDC go pa.
No, listen.
You have not come to yourself yet. We're still looking for you.
This is not a CDC. You know it was a CDC food when you ate it, so and then you know different from the situation. So I don't know why you blaming it. But look, there is government, federal, local government funded agency, especially in the field that we all know that over 100 complaints, therefore involved, and you say no charge.
$32 million. Oh,
nobody, no legal counsel to the president going to call anybody. This one that is strictly the right. They're going to go strictly by the book.
That's one of the things about us
tax invasion. Invasion.
That's one of the things about us Liberian diaspora. If a government gonna get us, you have to vet us. Make sure we don't have no skeleton.
Why you never vetted these people? Are you surprised? He said he didn't know some of the people. That's why your guy said he doesn't know them. So they were just a randomly hiring. This is why the corruption, dishonesty, that old man hinted at any government come, he will be investigated for that 4-year project.
But by the time
go back to the 4-year project.
the thing that let me tell you the secret. Let me tell you the secret here tonight. By the time the father of the nation leaves office, we will pass law that he will be.
Do not go there. Do not go there. Don't go there. Do not go there. You will call it.
Yeah.
You think I come to let it make us because we will pass? You see, I'm not touching here.
Don't go there. Leave it. Yeah, leave it.
Let me be honest here. This whole thing here, the government, they're doing even worse than what CDC.
Who able to take an old man like that, father of the nation?
It's going to be the first time. No, it will be the first time.
Liberian will tell you no. The Liberian will tell you no.
But on a serious note, these are very serious and painful.
But what are you going to prosecute the man for? The Article 61 give the man protection, cover and consignment. Cover and consignment. Article 61.
That consignment will move the tarpaulin over it. Look.
That refugee tarpaulin. That a refugee tarpaulin. The refugee from Ghana.
To be honest, and the root the source of that project is seriously concerning all what is unfolding right now. For the president, his senior aide, for he as a chief executive to suggest that he doesn't know about it. Okay, now you know about it. So what?
Hold on, Mister. So hold on 1 minute, Mohammed. Nobody accused Sekou Dukle of violating any rule here. No one has done that.
But man,
All we're doing, we're just discussing the video. So please, if your feeling is getting hurt, please, nobody have uttered the word
look,
accused. These are all allegations. Please,
look,
we know ourselves. Thank you.
look, we have the right to discuss this thing critically, look at all of the circumstances, information that is getting there. So it's not a matter to appease people here. What they want to hear from people. Common sense tell you here the law was broken, something was violated. It's just a matter of time for it to be pronounced. Why Liberians should behave the way they're behaving like this?
But these are young people, Mr. So. These are young
Why?
people.
These people, they are adults. Who the young people? Who you're young?
No, we are young. We are young. We're not that old yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm just about few years above Terry, who is 35 year old.
But it's troubling. It's troubling. We want to see where the leadership going to come from.
So, Mr. So, let's go ahead and let's get back into this. Let's get back into this issue of the how do you call it, the decentralization of the port. Let's go. Let's leave Ducle and Minnesota. They will have their own conversation.
We can leave it. He's the current manager director of the.
But whatever happening in Minnesota, it doesn't affect us.
No, but if you say you should leave it, then don't talk about it. You talk about decentralized.
We'll talk about it later. Oh what? Yeah. So you part of. Okay, let's forget about decentralization.
We have to talk about it.
You don't talk about it. When you talk, we'll talk about it.
It's an important topic. The decentralization is an important
topic. Yeah. But not in connection with Ducle and whatever it is. Let's forget about that one.
But
you want to put Ducle Tabata aside?
Yeah, that put that one aside right now.
Why do you want to put it aside?
But why are you going to connect it?
Listen, part of your responsibility as Anger, as a pundit on this network, you must be able to take some bold decision when certain things come. You must be able to give your opinion, your view. Don't just be pushing things because it doesn't favor you. That's not how it works. Then that's a complete deception.
All right, whatever.
When you don't like it, but when it against your interest,
it's Monday anyway. So okay, let's talk about it. So the decentralization issue. I think we're not going to be able to go anywhere in the country, man.
Oh, again?
Yeah, because it's very sad. It's very sad. It's very sad. We love foreigners more than we love ourselves.
So yeah, what happened here? This is why we should listen to people when they are talking, whether they are speaking in code, whether it's a sort of executory specific tone, but some of us good at decoding people's word. When people are saying they're going to dance with devil, it means they identify the devil. So anything that the devil does, they in favor of it. So they can do anything for anything. That's the outcome of all of these things we are seeing today, because they were just politically, they were just focusing. They wanted to get these offices. I mean, it's a serious thing. Let's have this conversation. The critical discussion we're going to be having now will pave the way for 2029. Put aside your interest, put aside who you support, because all of these people at the end of the day, you'll come right back here and you'll get frustrated and you'll go to bed and take painkiller, beating your own body for no reason.
Why would I want to take painkiller for what?
But that what can happen because you live from here. Somebody can go
I live from here happy.
You know,
my issue waiting for me. He different. I'm happy.
You get your own waiting for you?
I got my issue with him every time I leave from him. My issue. I don't have to wait for Friday anymore.
Oh, they can send you.
Wow.
Oh, they send you
Wow.
money from Liberia too?
So it seems the
Oh,
CDC giving you supply regularly now.
oh,
Is that
oh.
is that is that what
I'm
happening
well
from?
recognized in a good industry. I mean, no, no. Oh my goodness,
Wow.
what a night! Oh my
Wow.
goodness, my extra night. You had to hear that one. What? No.
You the chairman for the goat for the board chairman for the goat industry?
No, let's move on.
Yeah.
So, Mr. So, no, you're quite right. The one I want us to discuss here tonight, because I'm really don't have no good footing on this on whatever issue comes out tonight on this one. I have no good footing. But let's do this. My only thing, the way I was going to go about this thing tonight was to discuss the vetting process, not because anybody's being accused, but those who spend huge amount of money for people to be elected. I know it's political payback. There's no question asked. But at the same time, what is in your bag? You can't just say because you put me in vet, let that person be vetted. Bring people on board. You, the person who's going to appoint, say, I want that person. But go through the process. So that if anything happens, not only the good thing about those kinds of vetting process, you're already being assigned those position. The president's not going to change his mind. But if they do an investigation, background check, and they find something, they will also warn you to say, you better go and take care of one or two things. Because you never know when these things going to come back to hurt you. But if you just slide your way through without any kind of vetting process, you also risk yourself in the future, because you're working for the government. And what if you have a skeleton in your closet and it comes out and blows up in the face of the government? What then? What?
Who do you blame in this case? Who keep the
That one the reason why that one reason why you and people can't have conversation. Why you want to always push and blame at anybody? Why can't it be win-win?
Who is
No, I'm not gonna say that.
listen. This is why you deliberately and on purpose you try to always avoid, because
Let's go to break. Let's go to break. Let's go to break. Commercial break.
play a commercial.
No, I got a commercial right now. I will get it later. But quiet, let's hear from you. What you saying?
You know, when you do these things, it doesn't help us as a people, as a country, as a nation. And I'm sorry.
My main thing, I don't want you to come and blame a particular person.
When you call, no, listen, I know, but people, okay, let's take for example here. Let me narrow it down. Let me square it down to something here. And I'm surprised that we have a pastor, a reverend here, who is also quiet in such a critical conversation that speaks volume to itself. But let's have a conversation here. We run the LPR network, right? We give we give the admin ship to people, right? Before you can stream live, before you can even post, before you can do anything as Liberia Public Radio. Quite recently, we have there was a case lawsuit filed against us. You're aware of that, right? Even we're still going with it because a content was used. This is there for blah 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 blah. A content was used from a different source and without a full accreditation. What do they? They send out letter. Almost 2,000, in fact, almost like 4,000. We also pay, and we're being going back and forth. They send it to the person? No. What they did, they went to our website, they found management something, and the letter came here. What I'm saying is, leaders should take responsibility of anything. If there was any live stream thing that comes out of Liberia Public Radio, if you claim to be board chair as you claim to be,
no, if it buy, come to you. If it good, come to
listen. If you claim to be a board chair, as you claim to be, and people call him board chair, at the same time, board chair call himself dictator, and then all of a sudden we see somebody second number two to Prophet Key, and all we saw just start unleashing, doing this. You will be the first you will call. Terry will call. All the other people. Who is screaming this as Liberia Public Radio? You will ask me. Why are you asking me? Because I gave administration, I gave the mentorship to people. So what we are saying, this conversation we are having is good.
Alfonso.
You shouldn't incite your feelings into the
Nobody inside. What I want you to stay out of. What I want you to
Why you
stay
want me
out
to
of.
stay out of it? Why
What
you
I
want,
want you to. What I want. I'm not saying you should stay out of it, but what I
how
want
you
you to.
want okay, so how you want the vetting process to be? Who made the ultimate decision after the vetting? Terry.
The president does. But here's what I'm looking at. Here's what I'm looking at. Logically, this is what I'm looking at. I want a job. I spent $200,000 during President Baka election.
For the job, or we gotta get it straight. Let's empty all.
Yeah,
Because
most
there are other
likely
people.
because I'm not
See, there's
qualified.
another
I'm not
difference.
qualified to be the medical doctor to run. I want to run JFK because I think that place might be a little bit lucrative, but I'm not a medical doctor. I have no clue in medicine, so I spent $200,000 to President Bakai. But the
Okay.
$200,000 I spent,
For what? For what?
well, with a clear understanding that I want the how do you call it?
The managing director for the port, right?
Yeah, no, managing director. No, I'm going with a
Are
post.
you saying that was what was discussed,
No,
Gabriel?
no, I'm saying something. I'm saying something. So,
Okay.
but I want the position at the JFK. I want to be the director over there at JFK. But yes, still, I have no clue on how to run the hospital. But I spent the $200,000. So, and President Walker is quite aware. So maybe he dancing with me, the devil, so to speak. So I want JFK. Okay, okay, Mr. To. So thank the point that I'm making. I want you to understand this. Is this okay? President Walker or even whoever it is. It's okay, Mr. To. You want that position? You're gonna get it. But go through the vetting process. Now, the kinds of vetting process that I'm looking at. It's not about sharing blame or post giving give somebody to be blamed. The vetting process that I'm talking about, they'll come and start looking at my background. Okay, they will do security background check or whatever, and they will do all, including my banking, how many, how do you call it, when you bankruptcy after file, how many divorces that I have, and all those kinds of stuff. How many child support have gone through with all my 550 child support cases in a place? I go through all of that. Now, the investigator themselves might find something that might not benefit the Republic of Liberia because it's not hurting them, but they say, okay, this is what we find. And some of them will say, Mr. To, we find X, Y, and Z. Y is not trouble for the Liberian people, but you never know when this thing gonna come back. Can you go and handle that? Then I would say, okay, but I still maintain my position at JFK. 'Cause I got no experience. But then I will come and take care of this thing before it goes down public tomorrow. Because when it becomes public tomorrow, not only would I be disgraced, but the government that employed me will be talked about.
Okay.
And
So
this is what I mean. It's not to say who's blamed what and what, who has to blame.
okay,
That's not my issue.
all right. That your free time ball you want to play here. That's not what I'm gonna play with you. You're still trying to avoid the situation, and you're not even helping us here. And that is not a surprise to me. That's who you are. You are involved. So you move when the wavelength is getting, then you jump into a different kingdom. Okay, let's put it in this way. Here we are with this situation, emergent news coming out. If you are providing counsel to the president, what would be your suggestion?
Well, if I were providing counsel to the president, I would say let's wait and see.
With a what?
Let's wait and see
What are you waiting for?
what the American gonna do.
Or you want to wait until the wrath of the American comes before you take action?
No, no, no. Well, I'm not gonna. dismiss or have some
That's
unless the
not what I'm
individual
saying.
come to me and say, Mr.
Well,
President.
Labor, I'll take a back on that one.
Okay, let me come. Yeah, let me ask my last question, and then Terry can come. For discussion purposes, if you were Sekou Dukle, considering all that is unfolding now, what would you do?
The first thing I'm going to do, I go to the old man, the father of the nation.
Oh man,
The father of the nation.
for what?
Mr. President, there are some issue that just came up, and it's all on social media. I want to take a leave of absence for me to go address it as soon as possible.
Okay. If you don't show up, what should the president do?
What do you mean if I don't show up? If I try to come here in the United States, try to take
No,
care of any
what?
time.
Okay, we're going to use Sekou as a case study. Sekou is a
Okay,
public figure. If
okay.
Sekou doesn't go to the president, considering all that is going on, what should the president do?
Well, then if the Seku stays in this, while the issue becomes before the end of this week, and if he doesn't ask for leave of absence before the end of this week, the president will say okay. And if any indictment comes from the United States, you're gonna be let go. But if you come in and ask for leave of absence, even with the indictment coming out, you will graciously
You're not answering my
use.
question. You're not answering my question. And you have to answer this question. If you want Terry to help you, probably do that. I am asking you, if he doesn't go to President Boyka, what should President Boyka do? Do you think President Boyka knows what's going on right now?
Most likely, and most likely the conversation have already been engaged. Most likely because Sekou is not it's not somebody who is strange to President Wakai. So most likely they already engaged each other. They have already been they already initiated a conversation. So they know exactly what to do. The only thing here that I'm looking at is that President Wakai hopefully and his administration will not do like President we are in CDC. Let things drag out until the
Safito,
finally the sanction came
Safito,
across.
Safito. This is not a CDC affair.
I'm just giving an example.
That example doesn't hold a dip of water. We are talking about what is happening now. That's why
A who cup? And my cup, and I tell you my cup leaking. My cup can hold water.
Terry.
Well, this is a good conversation. In my opinion, the president either do two things. One, um, the man resign, leave the position, come back to America to solve his problem, or the president suspend him. Simple. Save him all the because before the American government start to put sanction or start to even indict him, or the investigative team coming up, we're seeing it on live. This is how Stanton Waterspoon on a case started. Even though it was on the ground until the investigation, they drew up the indictment. But Stanton, I believe, knew exactly that they were coming for him. So will we wait to see that happen to one of our government officials, or do we take action before it happens? So obviously that in America, if such things happen like that, the first thing the person will do is to resign, pending
You
any.
got you got Ohio congressman who refused to resign. He's going for an election. Who
Yeah,
was
that's very
accused?
rare in America.
Who were accused
That's
of
very
of
rare.
domestic violence?
Yeah,
Who
that's very rare in America. Some people will they will try to stand their ground, but most of the time in America, for one, you and I see the people often resign, and that is what honorable person will do. So for
That
him, if I
resignation
were
process
him,
that Republican Party don't do routine there. Only
well,
Democrat
but
with their
at
weak
the
mind.
moment now, Liberal, this one is not good for our government. It don't
I
reflect
agree with you. I
a
agree.
good
But this is
image
what
for
I'm
our
the reason
government.
why I'm not I don't mean to interrupt Terry, but the reason why I'm pushing back on this is I would like for us as people to let these people make their own decision.
we're not making decision for them.
Granted, but Yeah, but we're just discussing the issue that is at
We
bay.
have to discuss it
We-
because it involves our country.
Yeah, and you cannot overlook something that's smearing on the character of the image of the president because the man is holding a key position. The National Port Authority is not just an ordinary era. And then look at the bill that the bills I really wanted to talk about. Look at the bill. If you read Front Page Magazine, you will begin to see some of the things that was saying the other night about this decentralization bill. It's a whole syndicate, it's a whole political something. And I think that this is the reason why they're pushing the president for the president to sign it. That's why they've been acting stubborn in the House, calling all the cabinet ministers and acting that they say they want to impeach the president because the president did not sign this bill. Now the president has signed the bill now. They will cool down on his ministers. You see, because the president, we refuse to sign this bill, knowing that the bill has so much things inside that's left out. The security, the security is going to be the security is going to be decentralized as well. The security for the port, they left out the DA and all those things in that particular act. So, and that is why front page is highlighting who benefit the most. Why? They say a political play for the running mate position for 2029, and all of that. So these are things. But so if this guy is over this particular strategic place, it make everything milky. It make it look difficult to now talk about. So in my opinion, labor, if I were him, I would step aside. This is where now he will recuse himself to come back to America to handle his issues.
That's what I said. Before the
Yeah.
end of this week, before
Yeah.
the end of this week, I will expect that he will go to the father of the nation and say, Dad, I need to have leave of absence. I got this thing that is coming up. I want to go and take care of it. That's how I believe that's how he's supposed to handle it. But if you wait and you leave the president with no choice, like the sanction group did
President wait for
after they were sanctioned, instead of them to resign or take leave of absence, they were there until President wait. And I said that here on my show over and over how unsincere they were, how intellectually dishonest they were by sitting here and allowing forcing the president your friend to the president, but you're forcing his hand to fire you, to suspend you. It's not the right thing. You give the president the opportunity to say, with this kind of thing hanging over our head, Mr. President, President, we're going to have to take leave of absence
why
and
are you
what have you.
going to weird business?
I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you as it is. I'm just telling you as it is.
The one
So
in front of you,
I'm
the
saying before the end of this week, and it seemed to me that the honorable man himself, Dukley, seemed to be someone who is a decent person. So I think the honorable thing to do is
so
For Dukley to go to the father of the nation and say, "There, I want a leave of absence."
Samson told, you know, they're not total power we're talking here. We are talking national issue. If he should wait, the president should wait for Duque to come to him. Is that what you're trying to tell us here tonight?
Mr. So, I said before the end of this week.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean,
So
give the man an opportunity. Give
what
him some
happens?
latitude.
So what happened if he Duque doesn't show up at the end of this week? What
Well,
would
how many times we're gonna go through? How many times we're gonna go through this thing here? You asked me that. I said the man will do the honorable thing.
if he doesn't? That's what I'm asking.
Hypothetical. I don't deal with hypothetical.
You realize something what can go on and making you like, all of your chicken, your old people. Oh man, oh god, we in trouble, man. We in trouble.
So It doesn't look good. I mean, if you go through, if you go through the stuff that I posted here and listen to that lady, the lady who I accused to be more like a MAGA guy, a MAGA person. Uh, 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 uh,
He's more conflicted yet tonight. Right now he's stuttering by force and all of that. Yeah,
so this lady, I suspect she's a MAGA, and so because her reporting is skewed towards the right, you see.
But the thing is her reporting accurate? Is the story
It seemed
accurate?
to be. It seemed to be. It seemed to be.
It
But
seems to be. I like that. I like that. I like that.
the
It's
two.
not the person she did. She didn't just only she reached out to the person involved.
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah,
agree with
she
all that.
called.
But the
She
fact
called
that
him.
Balance
she
proportional.
was not sympathetic. She doesn't sound
So
sympathetic.
why will you come here? You try to demean her and
But you
describe.
know these
No,
people are not sympathetic when it comes to those things, Liberal.
yeah, well, we're talking about
So are you saying the Democrats are more sympathetic?
and that why they like they the one can resign before people. Oh, I don't want, but they force people to resign. Republican Party, let's meet at the ballot box. If the voter don't like what I do, they will take me out. Not you will take me out. That's the I will soon turn God forbid, I will not be a conservative. God forbid, God forbid, God forbid, conservative, no way. But look, gentlemen, Mr.
But
Smith,
he's
good
in a
evening to
very
you as
hard
well.
zone because Minnesota have been hot on the list
I've
of
been on the platform for almost 30
of
minutes
these
now.
people.
Nobody recognized me later on.
Oh,
You
I
conduct
see
me the
you,
show.
sir. I
It's
see
all
you.
right. I know you see me. It's all
Okay,
right.
water cutter. No,
30
no, on a
minutes, you
very
just
serious
came
note.
2-3
You
minutes
just
ago, then
key
you say
2-3
30
minutes.
I
minutes.
said 30 minutes. See,
Yeah,
all
That's
that
not
you gotta
true.
go back and forth arguing 30
yeah,
minutes.
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna put your the time you came here. I'm gonna put it up.
When Terry Khan is here to recognize his straight.
Okay, all right. Water cutter. Good
You
evening.
always
Thank
like
you.
to bring politics in everything.
Water
But
cutter.
that
Thank you.
political platform on internet, that
Hmm?
gospel music running, yeah? A gospel show.
You know that preacher, we real training for you. You're getting
I
real
tell you.
strong.
I tell
You're
you.
getting strong. When I hear you are not strong like that. But
Water cutter. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. What's on your mind, sir?
What's on my mind is what the CEO was talking about, labor.
Yeah,
The
what is that?
CEO
Yeah.
asked you a specific question. Now, what I came on, I got up too late. And I heard
Okay.
the CEO question, who's to
Well,
blame? And you
we're
tell the
not go. No, 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 no,
CEO,
no, no, no. We're not gonna go through the
no. The
blaming stuff here.
labor on the floor, labor on the floor. Relax,
Yeah, but
labor.
yeah,
I'm
don't
on the
come here and try to blame anybody.
look, labor political want to be guru. I'm on the floor. So this the thing.
Why are you so
You,
bad for that?
yeah, that's the problem with labor. The CEO asks you a particular question and you want tell the CEO to answer it the way you think, or you should ask the question in another way. No, you don't sanction people's voices here. You don't come on this platform to tell people what to think and what to say. The question is simple. You got a leader that appointed people to position. When no people are not functioning properly, when no people misbehave, when no people will cause the administration to have a bad name, the fault is on the leader. It's not on the administration, on the individual. Because the people did not vote the individual to come to be minister
Oh, so
or
you're answering?
director,
Are you answering Mr. Soul question now?
a director, because you refuse to answer it, because you don't
Mm.
want to get heart attack, or your pressure to go up a little bit tonight. You don't want to sit down and be drinking part of water tonight, so you're scared to answer that question. You don't want to be blamed, because when you answer that question, it puts into perspective your choice of candidate that you
You
brought
see?
to the Liberian people.
You
And that's the
see?
reason why you are afraid to even
You
answer the
see?
question and say the
You,
president take the blame.
what
You
what
always put it
what
on the
what bring
deputy.
in the man? You see, and let me tell you this, Walter Cutter. This is what you guys do, and you're very wrong at that. The
So
person who help us, Mr. Mr.
why can you just make the answer? Who is
Mr.
responsible in the eyes of
I'm
Liberian
not on
people?
the witness stand for me to come and answer
We're
you
gonna
as though
put you on the
we're in a
witness stand. We're gonna
courthouse.
put you on the witness stand
No,
because
you're not.
you brought us into this
Let me just tell
calamity.
you. Walter Cutter. Okay,
You,
I'll be
you
careful with you.
stuttering now? You stuttering?
I'll be careful with you. Let me just say this to you. Your sedition,
Well, yeah, we
this
go.
is
Let's see, so there
this
we
is
go.
what you guys do, and that's why you guys were flocked from office. You
I
don't
don't care
pay
what you
attention.
said.
You don't pay attention to details. That's your problem.
I don't care what
We're
you say.
here
He who
telling
down
you,
fear no
we are
fall.
here telling you
Mm-hmm.
that whatever happened with Duque and the American people, that has nothing to do with the Liberian government. Absolutely nothing to do with the Liberian government.
So when the
But
sanction
yeah,
took
you
place, that man
are.
will have
Yeah,
something to
you
do with the
no.
Liberian
Hold
government.
on, hold on. Yeah, you are. When they sanction your five people, any people indeed a job, the president, we are gonna make them take leave of absence. I beg you, let me answer. So yeah, we are. Whatever happened with Honorable Ducle and the U.S. people, that's between them. My only concern, there are two concerns that I have. One is the vetting process. It wasn't done properly.
Why you
Number
have
two,
why
number one,
not
you
concerned?
come in eyes who blame me again?
No, I'm asking. I said, why you have that? Why concerned with that?
Because if you were to do the vetting well and not who pay money to your campaign,
Oh, okay.
if you didn't do the higher amount, get a position that they're not qualified for,
No,
you
no,
won't have issues.
Liberal. I think let's have a fair conversation here.
Okay.
Everywhere in the U.S., everywhere, people you always have lobbyists for different
No,
politics.
if your audience continue to say all kind of thing about me, then I'm gonna have to excuse myself.
You running away?
That my audience, they're not your
Yeah.
audience. That they're not your audience.
They
So
put the labor on the spot.
everywhere you have people, billionaires that give a lot of money to politicians seeking higher offices, and those monies are given for different reasons. Okay, now I don't know what he gave. Of course, a lot of people give. We all know that. Do I know the amount? Absolutely not. And do I know what is the reason? Ultimately, there's a reason giving that money, but the vetting, um, the final decision is with the president.
Yes.
Unless, okay, do we agree on that?
Yes, but this is what
If
I'm
he
saying to you.
agrees, if we
No,
agrees, it
no.
means he has verified. And
Even here in the United
no,
States.
no, let's forget about you.
Hold on. Let me make my point. Let me make my point. Even here in the United States, people who are appointed to be ambassador, they pay a lot of money
I
to the
know.
campaign. However, they don't just get them and put them there. They go through the vetting process.
Okay. So
They
if the
go through the
vetting
vetting
process,
process.
okay, so if the vetting process in Liberia is faulty, then
It doesn't even
who
exist.
comes? Who comes?
It doesn't even exist.
They do. They have it.
For
Yeah,
CEO,
it doesn't
CEO, CEO,
exist.
let's forget about the vetting process now. We pass the vetting process. We're talking about people that are making bad decisions. The leader now, who is 40
There
some
we
more
go.
years of
There
experience,
we
no
go.
administration, supposed to say nothing,
Baku, you
even though the men
strong.
were not vetted,
That he the one coming to
even
lecture
though the
us here
men,
to know.
even though the men were not vetted and he's messing up, let me move in from there. That's the sound decision. That's the sound of a strong leader
The man who
because we agree that
never had a retreat in your whole government. Never had the only kind of retreat they do. They go to Jamaica Resort.
Just
That the
talk.
we're
only
talking
retreat.
about this present government is going backward. Liberal, liberal,
The
you
man
guys
who
have to
never
face
addressed in the 6 year. He never addressed
liberal,
the Liberian
liberal,
people.
liberal. Confession is good for the soul. It
Okay.
helps to alleviate that burning. It helps. Now you got to sit on this platform and be remorseful of
Terry,
what you
let me
people
come to
give
you.
us.
Terry, let me come to you.
Liberal, I'm still on the plane bringing the revenue on that revenue pray yesterday. You will not talk about me here today. You will not be.
Is
So
it
let me tell you,
once
God
you
this
start
time making you apology.
Everybody,
The way you start putting your ball guard, then your phone start going upside down. But let me
yeah.
bring you in, Terry, on a very serious note, Terry.
oh God.
If this thing
Have
turn
mercy.
out to be what we hope not, but if it turned out to be something different than what everybody's suggesting, then what do we? Is the government going to be affected? Liberian government going to be affected?
But it's obvious, Labor, if the man remains in the position, the government will not be affected because it's a government, but the image of the government will come into questioning because the Liberian people, small things can aggravate them. You remember about CDC sanction that we can be talking away that we can use as an escape route. They will start using it on us too. And they already always want for the same thing that happening to them to happen to us.
But when Seku over there at the port, from all indication, this young man been doing a very good job. From all indication, why did he not take care of stuff here? And then he
They,
get to Liberia, he be doing good. Why was he not? Is that something that perhaps like an oversight, or is something that perhaps didn't think it was going to be uh, big?
Labor that the Liberian hustle. The Liberian hustle. That the man hustle he been doing in America. Think about how many other Liberians are doing similar to the thing. Look at Stanton Waterspoon. Look at all these people. The only thing, and not that they are bad people, but it's the culture we come from. It's the struggle of the Liberian mindset that when they come to this kind of environment, when they see the opportunity granted to them, they utilize it. Not taking into consideration that there are paper trail that these people take account of. It's not like in Liberia where you can do anything and run away. This one, they got teleguys on you. They got investigative journalists that you cannot easily bribe. They got investigators that will run after you because all they do is looking for, like I was telling somebody today, that this kind of the way the people can just be packing. They ain't get nothing to do. They're just in the SUV, they're packing looking for cases. It can't happen in Liberia. Or people will go to jail.
So
So
yeah, go
yeah,
ahead.
go ahead. No,
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 go ahead. Go ahead,
so
finish.
the guy in question here could not be bad. He have a good intent. He does his work very well, but apparently he got entangled into this, and this seems to be very huge. From what I've just watched, that short clip I just watched, he's not getting out of that.
And now
He's not going to get out of that.
wishing people, there's nothing like wishing people bad. Nothing. I
Yeah.
mean, it's glaring unless you get black cloth on your face. Between the
So
people,
let me ask you, CEO. So let me ask you, speculation here. So with this kinds of stuff now coming to light about this young man, should Liberians now be concerned because he's also running a lucrative government money making venture? Now, should we also now, as Liberian, be saying let's look more into the basket of money? I require the port authority. Should we now ask for more auditing process?
of course, you should be the first to get concerned. Then you
Oh, Mister, so that one thing you and people can
Oh,
have.
are you saying the labor need to be audited first? Is that what I heard you saying?
Oh, I've been audited. I was audited. The auditing team was here yesterday.
Oh,
But live on that question you're asking the CEO, don't you know that it has been speculated or said all along on social media in Liberian news that this dude are not even making payment to the revenue, the SOEs, or one of the SOEs that are not even making
my
payment. The
man,
reason is
that they
simple.
say, but what
No,
kind of
no,
they
it was
say
true. It was true. Put one
you
put
where? What the
authority,
proof?
okay.
put
So
authority and LPLC were not making and payment to the revenue. Come to find out.
How
This
the port
duplicate
will
guy
not
was
make
one of
payment
those
to the
people.
revenue when it is said?
Listen out. This guy was one of those people who sponsor financially Joseph Boakai campaign. This is the reason why he got that job at the port. He
You know that?
the money back. And maybe
so
the things he did in America that was got him the money to sponsor Joseph Boakai campaign. And that's what people say. There were so many people here that were doing
You see somebody
like
Tabata,
destined
I
thing, the
was
likes of
telling you
even
about. They
Stanton
come
and
and
stuff
start
like that.
talking now, labor.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, it's not just that you're hearing this thing here. Is this your first time hearing it?
And
It's been
Terry,
around, but people just been keeping it quiet.
that's why I keep saying the President Baka should have brought in John Malou.
should I we eat? So yeah, what's going to happen? We should be more concerned because if everything proves to be right, which appears to be the case considering all of the circumstances and the report surfacing coming from NPRO, that's not just NPRO, it's an institution. It's an institution. Even though the journalist is reporting that, but when these things, before you see them come in the public, it go through editorial review. They will check it, they will make sure, do everything, and not yet somebody grab something and start. No, they go through a comprehensive editorial review. Their legal team and all of the team would know it, because this is why you saw the reporter, after giving whatever report, decided to reach out to the person. But
let me try something here, Mr. So.
Yeah, is the other piece here. Now, what you're going to see happening, they will begin to start checking and looking at other people who are living here. Even from the COVID, before the COVID, people have different businesses, and when time came, people
Our COVID stuff we heard a lot of Liberian because there was a lot of stuff that was going on.
And you remember, Trump said they were going to be going back to old cases. Whatever we don't know. So this is just a piece that we are getting, but it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good.
Let me try something here and see, Mr. So I'm not too sure if this is gonna work, but let's see if that's gonna help us out here. Let's see.
Liberty, you got our clip. Can you play that clip? Let we because I read it.
I'm not too sure if it's gonna work.
It's not gonna work, Liberty.
You say audio.
Let me see.
It's not working.
Can you guys hear it?
No.
You can hear it, right?
Yes,
no, we don't. Can hear.
These are all copywriting. You gotta go for more training.
Okay.
Yeah, the sound is not on.
The sound is very low. It's very low.
You can hear it now?
For me, I can't hear you.
I hear anything, so I don't know why he says.
Maybe I see you. I hear talking. Maybe I see you. I hear talking in the background a little bit.
All right. Okay. Let me take it down.
But what is it? Can you just give a little snippet of?
The lady is reporting that she been doing a report. What if she said? What if I told you there's a guy that run the group home in America, and he's also a high-ranking government official in Liberia? That's how she started. But yeah. So I'm gonna try to clip this here and try to work on it by tomorrow. I'll hopefully.
And what the guy did? The guy that ran the group, he did.
Who, Dukley?
Yeah.
Well, they say he has several group only were running, and not only that, but he was also listed on 3 of them as the manager. And the question was, you can't live outside of the state and run a group home. You got to be within the state. And yeah, stuff like that. And there were so many neglect. According to them, there was a lot of neglect that was going on.
By Medicaid to provide care and supervision for people with physical disabilities and mental illness.
Yeah, we're hearing it.
Okay, yeah, we're hearing it now. Yeah, we're hearing it.
Suburbs of Minneapolis in recent years.
Yeah, we're hearing it now.
Generating lots of complaints about neglected residents, fights, drug use from residents.
We
went to Brooklyn Park City Council. The police department. There were avenues that we explored with going towards the county licensing organizations or bodies, and essentially at every turn we were basically told there's not
you want me to start the video so you can play the sound?
Police and neighbors say are causing the most trouble. We came across Sekou Dukley. Dukley has been involved in at least 24 Minnesota group homes over the past decade. He usually set up the companies that run them, Sometimes
can
he
you
had
start
an
the
ownership
sound
stake
at
in
the
the
same
business
time?
and owned the group home properties. He sold off
Can you
much of his
start the
portfolio
sound
at
at the same
this
time,
point, but up
Mr.
until
Stone?
I called him last week, he was licensed.
If you can go back from the beginning, then I can play. When you want me to play, just put your thumb out, then I'll play the video and the sound will come in the same time.
I don't want that to be there.
Huh?
That should not be there. Let's just do the audio.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's listen just to the audio. All right. Go ahead. Let me take this stuff out. Go ahead. Go ahead. Do the
There's a
audio.
man running group homes in Minnesota while he's also a high-ranking government official in a country thousands of miles away from here. I've spent a year investigating Minnesota's group home industry with a team of journalists at NPR News and APM Reports. These places are largely funded by Medicaid to provide care and supervision for people with physical disabilities or mental illness. They've been popping up all over the northwest suburbs of Minneapolis in recent years and generating lots of complaints about neglected residents, fights, drug use, and residents going missing.
We went to Brooklyn Park City Council, the police department. There were avenues that we explored with going towards the county licensing organizations or bodies. And essentially at every turn, we were basically told there's not really anything that we can do.
And as we were digging into some of the group homes that police and neighbors say are causing the most trouble, we came across Sekou Dukley. Dukley has been involved in at least 24 Minnesota group homes over the past decade. He usually set up the companies that run them. Sometimes he had an ownership stake in the business and owned the group home properties. He sold off much of his portfolio at this point, but up until I called him last week, he was licensed as the assisted living director for 3 Minnesota group homes, the person in charge of day-to-day operations. And yet, since the beginning of 2024, Dukley has had another job.
We have a beautiful country. Let's help rebuild our country.
He's the managing director of the National Port Authority of Liberia, the West African country where he grew up and now lives.
More business is coming back, the economy is growing.
And he's doing it at the same time he's telling Minnesota state government he's the one making sure the vulnerable residents in 3 group homes are getting good care.
With this job, because of the implied on-site presence, you could not have this job and live outside the state, because you would have to be at the facility.
What if you lived outside of the country?
My personal thoughts on this are that if you are not maintaining an on-site presence, you are operating outside the implied rules and responsibilities that you've been granted.
Last year, an employee at one of the group homes Dukley runs found a resident lying unresponsive on the bathroom floor. Stacy Muchko had a serious lung condition and was pronounced dead less than an hour later. The state found the group home neglected her because the group home's employees were supposed to be trained in CPR, but they weren't.
That strikes me as something that I really would have wished to know before I said that they could sign on the death certificate that it was natural causes. I mean, obviously the death was still natural causes, but that sounds like my mother could still be alive right now.
The group home is appealing the maltreatment finding. Since 2022, the state of Minnesota has investigated the deaths of 4 people who lived in group homes connected to Dukley.
Nobody deserves what happened to him, and that I know the state maybe believes that they did the best they could, but I was really surprised that it was as hands-off as it was.
And the health department found a 5th resident died after one of those group homes discharged him improperly.
It's been very traumatic for me, my girls, his sisters, our 2 sisters. He definitely wasn't somebody that was just like to think about as being lost in the system, if you get what I mean. You know what I mean? He's a person, he has a family and people that love him as well.
All told, the state has found 10 cases where residents have been neglected in group homes connected to Dukley. As police and state inspectors were looking into problems at some of those group homes in Minnesota, a former business partner raised questions about Dukley's business practices in Liberia.
Why I can't go inside?
Yang Dan and Dukley both invested in a water bottling plant there. Yang shared financial records showing he wired more than $300,000 to bank accounts in the U.S. as part of their joint venture. And those bank accounts belong to group home companies Dukley created.
So can you answer me my question? So where use the money for? I want to sue him. I want to sue everything.
Dukley denies the allegations. They're currently embroiled in a civil lawsuit in Liberia, and Dukley says he also has a libel suit against Yang. Public records in Minnesota also raise questions about Dukley's business dealings here. 3 group home businesses linked to Dukley are in trouble with the state for not paying tens of thousands of dollars in taxes withheld from employees' paychecks. Because of that, there are still liens against some of the group home properties. The man who used to run some group homes linked to Dukley recently pleaded guilty to committing Medicaid fraud at a previous job. The fraud happened at a company not connected to Dukley. We also found 2 cases where Dukley appears to have deceived Minnesota courts about his finances. In 2018, Dukley was going through a divorce case involving child support. He told the court he earned just $17 an hour at his group home businesses, and he claimed they were operating at a loss. The child support magistrate didn't buy it. She looked at the bank accounts for businesses linked to Dukley, and they were brimming with cash. She also wrote that some of that money looked like it went toward personal expenses. During his second divorce in 2022, Dukley claimed in court that he owned no real estate. That wasn't true. Property records show he personally owned at least 6 houses in Minnesota at the time. And over the course of the past decade, the state of Minnesota has paid group homes connected to Dukley more than $36 million in total. The state has never tried to shut down any of the group homes linked to Dukley. But a few years ago, the city of New Hope did.
We saw the problem. We tried to remedy the problem. Staff and owners were unwilling to work with us.
Police in the Minneapolis suburb had responded to group homes linked to Dukley 133 times in a single year. There were fights, noise violations, and after a resident died of an overdose in 2022, the city took action and revoked 2 of those group homes' rental licenses.
We decided that they were violating enough ordinances and laws that they would not be able to operate out of New Hope.
We have 7 items on our consent agenda this evening.
But Dukley fought back.
With everything we've done, I don't think our license should be revoked.
Dukley also filed lawsuits against the city. He lost in court, but the case caught the attention of state lawmakers. They passed a law in 2024 that prohibits cities from shutting down group homes.
We're supposed to have these checks and balances, and I don't think that's happening. That's obviously not happening. And some of our most vulnerable are paying the price.
Dukley declined an interview request. In a text message to NPR News, he said it wouldn't be appropriate to speak about family and legal matters. And when it comes to the group homes, he said the public record speaks for itself. The Department of Human Services, which funds group homes through Medicaid, said that an owner of a Medicaid program moving abroad would raise concerns for our investigators, even if it's not against the law. But the Department of Health, which licensed all the group homes tied to Dukley, didn't express the same concerns. It noted that nothing in statute prohibits a person from living out of state. After I called Dukley last week, he abruptly removed himself as the licensed assisted living director for 2 group homes. But by the end of the week, he was still listed as the director for 1 group home in the state's licensing database. There's a lot more to this investigation. The whole story is available at nprnews.org.
All right. Are you there, Libra? I'm not hearing you.
That's them.
There you have it, folks. Yeah, thank you, Mr. So.
Okay.
Again, he has not actually been charged with anything, except they're bringing that into light. But from where I stand, though nothing has happened, but with all the information in the eyes of the public right now, I hope it doesn't turn out to be bad. But
but liberal, some of the charges that could ensue this case will be like Medicare fraud. If you listen to somebody, Medicare fraud is a big deal.
But that's not what you heard at the end that it's not against the law for him to live out of the state. So
No, they say they don't
has
know. They don't know.
Well, okay, let
That's
them
what they're saying.
investigate. Let them
But
investigate. We'll find out.
there's a trend now. There's a trend. It's the bad businessman because he did it to a Chinese man in Liberia. And it was on call on tape. He and the Chinese man went into a deal and he screwed the Chinese man over and
But
prosecuted.
he's also suing a Chinese man
But that's what
for
he does.
defamation.
Ain't sue
We don't know
somebody
that. We
they put in
don't know
America
those
yet.
things. We don't
What do you
know
mean we
it.
don't know?
Let's hold our position. Let us don't inject politics.
Neighbor, you can hold your position. We not yet to hold our position. We here to, that's what we got to talk show. Yeah. Hold your position.
So, when we come to this conversation,
We can hear you. You're very low, Mr. So.
What? Am I low? Is that what you said?
Okay, now see you.
Culture, nobody invite you into the show here tonight. Why you just all over this place?
I'm your soy and pepper here tonight. Don't worry.
I think we had a conference the other day.
What conference? When you have conference?
All right, let me progress.
Okay.
So when we come to this conversation, it is important, very, very, very much.
Is your hand on your mic because your voice is going in and out, Mr. So?
Are you doing it?
No, I'm not. Am I here? Yeah, I would do it. You just help me to play the video.
Oh, am I audible?
Yeah, you're much better. Go ahead.
So what I'm saying here, when we come to this conversation, it's important that we take our feelings, we remove ourselves, whether we are part of any party or so. If you listen to this, it's a big trouble. Family speaking out, debts involved. People going to government money, federal money is involved. People going to sue. He is going to face different charges from different. I would say more than even the Stanton case. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
Because with this, it's a serious problem. So the notion, the father of the land, he should wait for. If he's really the father of the land should take a fatherly decision. So you know what? Not this person, but you are just how the Sierra Leone can do it. They can give you a compulsory leave study, whether you go for study or not, it on you. But I think with all of this, for the good of the government and for this woman, it believes in transparency. I think he needs to get him on leave. Pending whole investigation of the whole thing. This is more.
Let me open the line and see anybody want to call in here.
Here we go. Libra.
Let me guys, the number is there 916-533-2048. 916-330-9721. Give us a call if you want to contribute.
When you see the kind of thing when you're making serious,
Look at it. We'll the cutter hold your peace. We'll the cutter hold your peace. Caller, what's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind?
Mr. Samson Tubuaka. My name is Aaron Pobla from Atlanta, Georgia.
Samson Tubuaka.
The flower business you call here for? Or because I was going because if you want to play a game, I'm going to be eating your bar?
No.
Okay, hold on. Let me merge the other guy. Hold on, please. Just hold on. All right, go ahead.
Hey, what are you doing?
Thank you, Rescue 3. Let Aaron finish, then we'll come in. But hold on, guys. Hold on, let me merge. All right. Oh, okay, 3 of you now. Aaron, go ahead. We got 2 people behind you.
Okay, yeah. I respect you, because of your intellectual ability. But sometimes you can be so disappointing on the show. I say this to say, tonight, I mean, I really don't understand what you're trying to defend. Okay? Number one, you try to drag the CDC, sanctioned official into the issue. They did not hear the CDC government asking the American government to send anything on what they were sanctioning these guys for, so they can prosecute them, so they can send them to court. Maybe they did a really what the global Magnitsky sanction is. Read it, then you will know what kind of sanctions were put on these guys. Okay? Now let's go to the real topic. One time, we had an interview, and he said all these guys were gangsters. And that's why all these guys that work with this government are. They are all gangsters from America here. They just come here and drink people with money and go back to Liberia and do what they want to do. That's how they support this government. Is that nothing strange? Is that nothing strange? This is a person who is listed as a day-to-day activity runner for three day-to-day activity runner. You know what I mean? In Liberia, there were thousands of Americans. I'm managing director for another company because you stole money, you supported this person, so the person had to pay you back with a government position. That's the reason why our country cannot get nowhere.
Thank you.
The last time somebody came on the team and said, the opposition is weak. The opposition is not weak. The opposition is more stronger than the opposition in the past.
All right.
They don't have nothing to say about it. This government keeps shooting themselves in the legs every day.
Thank you.
Every day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Rescue 3, let's hear from you. Rescue 3, are you with us?
Que Rescue 3 sim, tá, amor.
All right, let's
hear from you.
The three topics under discussion, I would address every issue at last. The very first topic I want to introduce concerning the dispatching of American of the government. I made a comment there and I said American is not dispatching the government. The government is forcing an the development project. Yeah, American want to be a senator, Facebook senator in control of people, of politics. And the second point got to do with the decentralization of the port. And Terry said that corporate Africa, there are posts about it today in the news that security, this and that. This kind of mentality, like we're continue to have it, I don't think our country will go forward. The decentralizing the post 1847 the drug are independent. We have one renowned port that being operating. And then renowned port with the port of Monrovia that have been folded, everybody been focusing on. The funding for the other three ports are coming. It's controlled by the managing director that residing in Monrovia. And the other three ports in the other three countries are not being developed. How do we expect for this port to be developed tomorrow? And therefore are not independent that can create that can raise their own form. To be able for development to come to their country. How can we be focused on our settlement and show that night? The one part of Monrovia is where we have aviation terminal. Today, many of Nigerians are sending their goods in Nigeria. They prefer sending their goods through Guinea or Africa or Sierra Leone because of the tariff at the port. If we said here, if another continent take over the port of Buchanan, take over the port of Maryland, take over the port of Sano, there will be the competition over there between the poor. Because the other country, they will not for more people to go to their point, for more funding to come to their country. And the last thing had to do with the jubilee issue here. In Nigeria, we had a PSD syndrome, working down syndrome. I want to call it PSD syndrome. And that PSD syndrome, in Nigeria, may had an issue. Several American citizens, maybe you can know when the information came out this morning. I did a background check also. Several American citizens, and Thomas said, because of the issue, there may be a sanction. How can you sanction several American citizens? They can revoke the same shit. That doesn't mean that the client is not transferable. And then me committing a crime in America here, the American citizens will face the law. If the government sees that they are being indicted, they will not keep indicting somebody in the government.
Thank you.
Our CDC brother, I'll come here, please, Bridget, 1 minute. Our CDC brother, you are foreign minister that was residing in the country. You were charged for rape. And you can now say nothing about it. Today, you have a man to come on here and make it. It's a crime you committed against the American. You will face the law. There's a country of law. Thank you for the show. Both here.
Thank you.
Are you saying your MD is a American citizen? Do you know that the statement you're making is against the law?
Let me call it a Saturday by.
You're talking about yourself. So yeah.
Let me take that one.
Girl. Rescue 3. You said the MD is an American citizen. Then he's not supposed to be the port managing director.
Hello?
Yeah, is this Saturday?
Yes, sir, boss.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I was just calling you back. What's on your mind?
Oh, thank you for calling by here. Mr. Toe. I was listening to you guys, and I just wanted to give my 2 cents on 2 things that are on my mind, and the 2 issues. One is decentralization of the port of Liberia. I think if and only if the people will be serious, I think that is a good thing for Liberia, because past administration have entangled us with a huge duty cost to take a goods from abroad to Liberia. So I think if they will do it to help Liberian, it is a good thing. And lastly, concerning Mr. Dukley, you see, our Liberian people say, suffering kill monkey. And you see, what breaking little by little, they will blow up big on Mr. Dukley. It's a serious issue. He is in a deep problem, because you saw that tip that the CEO played for you. There are a lot of things that the people stated against that young guy, what he did, from divorce, falsifying document, lying to people. He owns property, and he said he does not own. All of those things then will be compiled against him with Medicaid funds that is sponsoring these group homes, and all of these things is a big issue for him. We all need to pray according to what you or somebody said is bigger than Stanton case. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Let's go ahead. Walter Carter, what will be your closing? You got 1 minute, please, because I'm out of time right now. Walter Carter, let's hear from you. Walter Carter. Wilton, are you there? All right, he's gone. Terry, let's hear from you. He's not coming back.
Yeah, so I don't know if my friend and brother Clarence
I'm
Rescue
set on
3.
mute. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, yeah,
I'm
you can go ahead.
mute.
Okay, 1 minute, please.
Okay. So Labor, this is the thing, right? Dukley, whether he's an American citizen or not, as an American citizen, when you're working abroad, you're supposed to pay taxes to the American government. You're supposed to know. So one of the things that even deep in trouble in,
when you're American citizen and you're working in Liberia, even though I'm from Total, I will pay taxes to the people.
He's citizen, as long as know that you're working abroad, it's able to bring money. It's able to bring money back in.
I'll be working Total.
So he in some deep. If they ready to push it, that's why they even put that thing there about his work abroad. 2, and he worked abroad, and he working here, so he making money here, making money on that side, and not paying the correct taxes. That's a problem.
Why do young people do those kind of stuff? That money, what much money do you want that much that you do these kind of things to yourself
that the crook
and your
deed
family?
Been doing that the crook deed they've been doing, and people see it. Everybody want, I can do this. I will sponsor this administration. I will sponsor the person campaign, and they go get a job in Liberia. Now he using that they put now to make his money to take care some of his stuff.
Why I make a closing? Why I make a you talking something else?
So this is the thing. Labor. This is the thing. And good show tonight. We're gonna still talk about the president inability to govern his country, because the president decision to keep people on that has problem that can make his government look bad, is bad, for the country. He can't fire people because these people are in his pocket. I mean, he in the people pocket.
Thank you.
So for
Thank
him to
you.
fire Duklin, then something will happen.
Thank you. Terry, please smooth this thing
Yes.
up for me.
Yeah, so this is where we are.
Hey,
Rescue 3, if the man
I
is
am.
American citizen, according to Liberian law, he cannot work as the MD of the National Port Authority. So please don't be saying that thing. If you don't know, just leave it. Don't put our government boss or don't put something that the decentralization, we are not against it. For me, I'm one for it. But like we said, the constraints, I don't know if you read the act, because what I'm reading from Front Page Magazine, if that information is true, in as much as we get problem with Randes here, if that information is true, then it's not good for that particular decentralization act because we did not carefully study it. That is where I was coming from. The aspect of Amara Kone, most of the thing Amara Kone writing is all gibberish. I think to my own understanding, even Gregor Coleman responded. I just reading something on Gregor Coleman responded to some of the things Amara Kone said. But Amara Kone, in my opinion, is trying to draw the government, especially Daniel Sano, into what he's doing so Daniel Sano can entrap himself, because that is what Amara wants. He wants you to entrap yourself. Leave the discussion with online media people that supporting the JMB. They will deal with Amara Kone. But you, as a government official running behind Amara Kone, everything he say, you dare to respond, you start abusing this and the other. The day they get ready to call you to go prove the thing and what you said to the Senate, everybody will be watching you on TV being humiliated by the Senate, just how they did the other guy who worked at the energy. I was on the platform defending the statement the man made, because the man never insulted nobody. He just said that the Senate should stop interfering into the investigation. They called him and humiliated him before everybody. If you don't want that kind of disgrace, stay away from these people, because he will try to tempt you so that you can draw your attention to him. Focus and channel your energy different place. We that are online, we can deal with that. That's why you got your online people supporting you. They can deal with Amara Connect, head to head, neck to neck. You understand? So that's them foot to foot. But you as a government official, Dana Sano, Mo Ali, then anything he say, you right. Now, I enjoy Mo Ali approach. Mo Ali right up to him was very perfect. Even Gregor Coburn, it was fine. The only thing I disagree with was Dana Sano on the way of approach, especially given the proximity of his job description. So that was where I was coming from. Thank you very much, Leo.
Thank you. Mr. So, take us home.
What a disgrace. Who is the spokesperson to the government? Who do we take message from now? Water and sewer, this other person, that person. Those were the things that we frowned on yesterday. And you sit down here, you old man, you don't talk about it, you don't frown on it, you don't call it out.
That Terry old man now?
I'm talking about you.
Oh.
I'm talking about you. It's the revenue is making good. The revenue is reminding us of the old days, and that's what we are going on. That's why he made specific reference. They were here, they're the pastor, then they will be fixing it up. The government have a spokesperson. This is the same thing we talked about yesterday. So, oh, Koji was speaking. Oh, Magay was speaking. Oh, benevolent dictator was speaking. That's it. So they are not coordinating their message, and that's a problem. And this old man, I think he called them out before at the executive mansion, but yet and still they're still doing the same thing. You should focus more. Ali should focus on the water system, sanitation, let water distribution go through all the city and other places. You're doing a good job. Focus on that. But they are so entangled with this whole politics to the extent they can't even find time to solve their problem within their own local institution. You defend it. You have a minister of information. You have, when it comes to the diplomatic side, you have the foreign minister. Yeah, I know you're looking at time because you're very uncomfortable here tonight. but we'll speak it out. And now we have all of these people out of party sentiment. Everybody. I mean, one fight is American now is the devil now.
Thank you.
That I was celebrating who are controlling your war room because he's speaking. He have the courage. He muster the courage. He try to make sure that the government do what is right, and all of you're chewing him up now.
Thank you, Mr. Soul. Thank you very much. I hope you will join us tomorrow again, which I don't believe, but I hope you will join us. We will see. All right, guys. Thank you very much, Walter Carter. Thank you, Terry, as usual. Thanks a lot.
We can call my name Walton Carter.
Yeah,
Walter Carter, right?
Huh? Pepe. Tomorrow, I'll come for you
Pepper,
tomorrow.
right?
Ain't you coming tomorrow? Ain't you coming? Tomorrow that your fish here, the one the fish you fall down. I got a picture and the real picture where you are falling in the water and trying to catch the fish. I got that one, Mr. So. Thank you,
No,
guys.
later
Let me get out.
I was seeing a video.
I got a picture for him too. I want to see it.
I heard I fish that Keto did not catch it, but
I
finally,
know
he
that.
didn't catch it.
He catch it.
He didn't catch that fish. He went and bought a fish and then he stood up by the sea and added let's to say he was catching something.
Yeah.
The fish is bigger than almost bigger than the man.
Exactly.
I will invite you to show you my
thinking.
second fishing. I will invite you to show you my second fishing. Yeah.
Who more kind of
I will invite you to
go
show you my
fishing?
second fishing.
If I want to go fishing, why can't I go to Rhode Island and go fishing?
I won't push you in the water. That's what I won't do.
Oh, you won't put a boat chair in the water?
No, that's their job.
Yeah.
That's their job. That's their job. They want to overthrow me by all means. All means necessary.
Yeah, I will take you to Kingston.
Wow.
Where you take me?
Mr. So I want to come over there to fishing.
They say when I speak right, he's speaking right.
I will carry you on that mother and
wow.
You heard what CEO said? He said, when I got there, you will throw me under the water and put rock around my neck.
Wow. Labor, don't go there.
I don't go there. All right, guys. Thank you.
All right, man. Good night.
Thank you, Terry. Good night. Mr. So, thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow, I hope. Again, folks, Samson told I want to say thank you to all of you. Been a wonderful, wonderful time this evening. To many of you that are still on here, we say thank you. We have to go. Join us again tomorrow where we will come on live on LPR. We hope our brother will do well, whatever it takes to get this thing clear. Honorable Dukley, please do so and get it clear out immediately. We pray for you. We'll continue to pray for you because many of you are doing what is supposed to be done for our country so that our country will improve. The lives of our brothers and sisters will be highly, highly improved by your effort. Thank you, and we'll continue to pray for you. With that, I say good night to all of you. Good night, folks.